I've always been close with my parents. I really admire both of them, but I've always been especially close with my dad. We're very similar, and in a lot of ways, I've grown up trying to be a lot like him. One thing that I always thought was really cool was that my dad was in a band for a few years called The Moment. It was mostly just a fun thing between friends, but he really enjoyed it, and he got pretty good at the guitar. He liked it enough that when he graduated college, he bought himself a nice little graduation present, a brand new Gibson Les Paul. For those of you that may not know, a Les Paul is pretty close to the top of the line when it comes to guitars. He used to play it quite a bit, and like I said, he was good. He used to play it for my sister and I to get us to fall asleep, and I always thought it was the coolest thing. I remember one time specifically, my mom told him to play something soft as she was trying to get us to sleep, and he just rips into Metallica's Fade to Black. That one stuck with me. I always wanted to play the guitar, and he tried to teach me some chords and techniques a few times, but I never really put in the effort to learn myself. I just let it be one of those things I'd like to do sometime later. In 2011, when I was in middle school, my dad had a stroke that left him partially paralyzed on his whole left side. He spent the next several months having to relearn how to walk, move, and basically do all the other things he did every day. It was hard for a long time, and to an extent it still is. He's worked his way back up to where he can do most of the things he could do before it happened. One thing he did lose, unfortunately, was his ability to play the guitar. I know it might be kind of a trivial thing in the big picture, but I think it's still something that he missed. When I went off to college, I decided to get back into learning the guitar. My dad had an old acoustic he let me take with him and encouraged me to just try my best and have fun with it. So I played it for a while and got most of the basics down, and I found out I really did enjoy it. I think my dad appreciated it too, so that was another thing that encouraged me to keep playing. Eventually, after I'd been playing for a bit, I wanted to try out an electric. So I asked my dad if I could try out one of his older expendable ones just for fun, but instead, he brings out the Les Paul. It was a simple thing, but I think it meant a lot to both of us. He'd always been my go-to for tips and little things I could borrow, but now he was giving me this beautiful guitar that had a pretty special significance to him. So I've made sure to treat that guitar with all the respect it deserves. It was way too good of a guitar for me. I think that just made it even more special. I wanted to live up to it and to him, so I've kept playing ever since. I'm certainly not going to be winning any contests or putting out any albums anytime soon. I've gotten pretty good, and it's something I've really gotten a passion for. Plus, it's another little connection that I can have with my dad. I think it means something to both of us that I'm getting a chance to play it and enjoy it and kind of carry it on. Plus, I think he's just happy it's getting some use again. It's still my dad's guitar, and I really hope that he can play it again one day. Until then, I'm happy to keep it warmed up for him. I hope I can make it meaningful to him, because it sure means a lot to me. Here's to you, Dad. Rock on.